Excel will have everything in a simple format. You can go with your data, you can highlight your data, color your data, condition your data, format your data. You can do everything. But into an advanced format, there is something else more, which is hidden actually. So the hidden terms can be learned only by advanced Excel. Okay. So we have saw the regular termly we go with copy paste, right? But here when I have explained you guys, we are not aware or we are not regularly in learning. I want to show it by a practical way, because in Excel we go every day in a routine life, saying like whatever we are in. For example, what happens here is like the main thing that we go with. So whatever domain you belong to, whatever the job that you go on with, so what happens there is like you keep on rotatingly updating your skill only in that domain. But when you want to summarize yourself, validate your data actually, and you want to visualize your data, the things that are lagging up here is like we are not knowing what are the advanced things to make our time so short, because we are going with a long lengthy patterns which are being aware of, not aware of those things, and we are lagging on. So instead of that, what we can do is like we can go by this. So this will help you out a lot to upgrade ourselves. Okay. And it's not only this, we will also have the conditional formattings here. So let me take the same thing, copy it. Okay, so I'll paste it here. And now there is something like conditional formatting. So what happens with the conditional formatting is, so I'm taking a data here which I want to highlight, or I want to make this highlights by greater than, less than, between. We are known little things, right? And the thing that we can go across with here is like when I want to know by a place, by year, by month, at that time you will be going with these things actually. Okay, so I'll show you like 2-3 in this in a cut shot for you. Okay, so what is it generally that we go is like just select the values and go with highlight the greater value then. So when I go for greater than, here you're able to see 2022. So 2022 in sense, so let's take a lesser number like 17. Okay, so greater than 2017. So you are able to see here. This is simple actually that we know it, right? But here, when I select the other cell and I want to write something like 2022. So it is actually in a white color pattern. By enter, you're able to see the color filling is added. So it's nothing but to apply again and again. Once you add it and leave it, whatever the time, whenever you go with the same data and you want to highlight the data and you want to greater than, lesser than, between, anything that you wanted with a condition, you can go with the conditional formatting. This is simple actually, right? And in the simple, I'll want to show you something other. So you guys will keep on going with the online form fill-ups, right? For Aadhaar or for any schemes that you wanted, or for any applications that you wanted. So what do we do there? So you'll be added with a drop-down list saying when you click on the drop-down, what happens? You'll be having a list of things, right? So let's create that drop-down and we'll identify that drop-down to a connected table. Okay. So what we are doing is like we are doing an advanced option combining of a formula and the format. Okay. So what did we do here is like it's conditional formatting by highlighting cells by greater than, less than, between, equal to, text that contain. So in text, you will be going with the text that contain. So whatever the letter or word that contains will be showing here. Right. So let's go with the word. I'll select the cell and here I'll create a list of places that we have given here. So before going to a list of pattern, what do we do is like, so for that, I'll be selecting this all the values, copy it, and I'll paste it because we have the similar value here. So I don't want to repeat the same. So what I'll do is like I'll select and we'll go for the data tab and we will remove the repeated values from here. So for that, we will go for remove duplicates. So it is showing the columns. Say okay. So it is showing 2 duplicates have been removed and 6 are unique values. So see here, no repeated value here. Okay, this is a heading that it is taking. So because of that only Kolkata is reflecting here. Okay, so here what do we do is like we'll have this data and we'll create a drop down list. So for that also we'll be using this data tab. Data tab is damn very important thing to apply for your data sets, right? Okay, so let me select a single cell. After selecting this single cell, go for data tab and in data tab go to a group called data tools. Okay, group called data tools. After getting into a group, you have to go with a option called data validation. Okay, so go to a data validation, click on that and you will be able to see a highlight as settings. In settings, go for allow and in allow you'll be having a list saying the word list. Select the word list and now go for the source. So list will give you a set of things that you have selecting here. Okay, in the source select it and select the things that we have already duplicated. So select all these values, then go with say okay. And now find it, you are able to see a drop down in your selected cell. When I click on here, you are able to see Kolkata, Bangalore, and Mumbai, right? So you can select whatever the place you want to view it. Okay. Now what do we do is like we'll combine the conditional formatting and the formula both here. Okay. So what we are doing is like advanced options, right? So how we'll show you. Select this word, the cell, and then select the entire data. Okay, from this you have to come to the selection and now comes to the home tab and we'll go for a conditional formatting. And in conditional formatting you can go with some data bars, data colors, icon sets. You can see by icons. It's nothing but you can analyze your data, what is a greater value, lesser value, and a average values, more than value average. So you can calculate. But now what we are doing is like, as I said, you advanced. So let's go for a new rule. So we are creating a new rule out of all these rules. Let's go with a new rule. Okay, so here all the same will be similar that we are already aware of little. Go with the last option, use a formula to determine which cells to format. So we are highlighting the formula to format the cell that we are looking for. Okay, select for the last one. And here it is showing format values where this formula is true. Okay, so we'll be giving a formula here and highlight the cells that you are having here. So for that, what is the formula is like, select here and go to the first cell. Okay, after going to the first cell, I want to highlight these things. So for that, you are able to see a dollar symbol with A86. A86 is the cell value, see A column, 86th row. And the dollar symbol is freezing the cell that you are selecting. It might be on a row, under a column also. So we want to highlight by row or column. So you can go with. So what I want to do is like, I want to highlight by a column. So column is nothing but a A. So in row, I'll remove the dollar. And here I'll give again is equals to, and I want to equally calculate this, the cell where I want it. So Mumbai. So after selecting here, you are able to see format. Select the format and select whatever the format that you wanted by font color, border color, fill color, whatever. So I want to show you guys with the filling color by any of the color. So I'll be taking this green and say okay, and say okay again. Now see it, the word that I have selected here on the drop down list is Mumbai, and in your data also Mumbai is being highlighted. It's not only for a single cell the word Mumbai, it is selecting the data that contains completely to the word Mumbai. Okay, right. And now select it again, go for Hyderabad. So see, I have selected only one word with the Hyderabad, but it is highlighting the entire data with the word Hyderabad. Okay, so this is how you can highlight your data, whatever the pattern that you wanted, guys. It's nothing, it might be a single value highlight, because why Hyderabad is highlighted for twice, we have twice. But here, if a same person is moving somewhere else, or the same person is being given some things, so to add on with the data or with some view that you want to go with for analyzing the person's data. For example, I want to highlight whoever went for Hyderabad. So like this, you can create a validation list and you can highlight according to the data. So validation is also very important. Conditional formatting is important. So what we are doing is like we are combining the combination of validation, conditional formatting, and we are adding up a formula for both of this. Okay, right? So in home tab only we have many things. And guys, do you guys know that we can combine 2-3 sheets data in the third sheet? You can calculate or you can copy and paste it. In general term, what we do is like copy, paste it, right? If I want the sheet 1 data in sheet 5, sheet 6, sheet 7, like it's a continuation of sheets that I want to paste it. So what do we do in general term is like we'll just say take the data and we'll apply it, right? Here I'll show you that. Anyone know this? What is the option that we apply from a home tab? From one single sheet, we are applying the same format, same data, same content that we have in the first sheet. We are applying the same to the 3 or more selected sheets. How do we do this? Can anyone? I'll give a hint. We have that option in the home tab only. Nothing else. But in the home tab, you have that. Okay, cool. I'll help you out on that. I'll just remove this conditional formatting here. For clearing this, you can go for clear rules from the selected. So from entire also, you can go with from selected. I'll be taking. Okay. Right.